This conference will now be recorded.
So how many of you downloaded the software? Yeah. Okay. So you please download the software and sit, okay, and do along with me. That is the correct way of learning. Right. So now, if any problem, please unmute and tell me, or put it in chat box. Preferably you unmute and tell me. So let us open our company. As you know, company, select. What is the company's name?
MCC Fashions.
Correct. Company name, MCC Fashions. So as I told you, you to take out the company which is of no use for you as of now. Shut. We'll shut the first company. We'll have our company active. We have our company active. Now, the first transaction was the first transaction was what was the first transaction? Chinmay, can you read it for us?
On 1st April 2023, company purchased the following from Brand Factory: T-shirts 300 numbers at 450 each for Brigade Road Godown, pants 200 numbers at rupees 700 for Commercial Street Godown, jeans 100 numbers at the rate of 1000 for MG Road Godown.
Thank you. So now all of you see like your friend Chinmay, we have to write down the notes, okay, take part, okay. So I told you transaction happen every day in business. Job of the accountant is to record. Job of the accountant is to record or capture. For that, there are certain steps. So the steps are, so you write in your book solution step number one. Step number one is always writing the journal entry. So what is the journal entry for this transaction? Chinmay, if I ask her, she will tell. Okay. Others, I would like to hear from others. Okay. But for your friend, others, if you answer, I'll be really happy. Pallavi Nagesh, you took part. I'm quite sure you will come up with a journal entry for this. I'll just read out the names who were absent yesterday. Varsha was absent, Harini was absent, Tanya Jain was absent, Siddhi absent, Miss Sandhya has not turned up. All the three classes she is absent. Tanya, I don't know what happened to Tanya. First class, she was very. Second class was there. Third class, yesterday she was absent. Okay, so don't miss class. You attend, you understand completely. Yes, come on. Now, what is a journal entry? But for Chinmay, others can answer. You need to know journal entry. You can't get away with that. An accountant need to be conversant in knowing the writing the journal entry. Of course, at office you will not pull out a paper and write the journal entry. You'll think which what is getting debited, what is getting credited. That's it. Over. So all of you are taking so much time. I don't have any option to other than going to Chinmay. Chinmay, come on, tell me.
Sir, it's it purchases account debit 3,75,000 to brand factory account debit 3,75,000.
Good, excellent. That is a journal entry. Okay, you don't have to fine. You are calculated, no problem. See, calculation is part is this job of the computer. You don't have to do. You have to just say which is what is getting debited, which ledger is getting created. Fine, you said that's fine. Good. Okay, so now we got the journal entry from your friend. So let us do that. Okay, so step two, step journal entry is purchase account debit to brand factory being purchase of stock item. Now, step two, creation of masters. All of you, you have to write down. I want you to be in front of the system and go along with me, not just watch. Okay. Step two, creation of masters in that small a ledger, because there are quite a few masters to be created. What we'll create one by one. To start with, we'll create ledger. See here, all of you, create ledger. I'll create purchase account. Whenever you create a ledger, I told you link it to correct group. That's it. Enter, 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 save, over. Next, the second ledger is brand factory, which is the group for brand factory. You scan through this and you filter down one, which is the group brand factory,
Country creditors.
sundry creditors. Enter. Okay, maintain balance bill by bill. Okay, it has to be head. It has to be yes. I told you when we discussed in the in chapter one, we created alpha traders. Do you remember? I told you whenever the account for account group creditors and debtors maintain balance bill by bill has to be S. Only for these two account groups, not this once for all. then only that small screen will come. Okay, then only that small screen, method of adjustment on account, advanced reference, that small screen will come. If you are at home, when you're practicing, you say no, maintain balance, bill, say no, and try. You will not get the small adjustment screen, that small chota screen, right? You will not get that. But you have to get that for sundry creditors and sundry debtors account group. Let us accept, enter, enter. So brand factory, if your address is known, we can give Wilson Garden, whatever it is. Okay, I told you this is a practice exercise. You are trying to get familiar with the software, so we'll skip many things. In reality, you have to give all the things. Don't forget, this is a master. Master means what? One-time creation. You will not create every day. If you have created once, it is there. Fine. That's all. You skip this for time being. Enter, enter. So now we are done with the lecture. First master. Now come on, tell me what are the other masters to be created? See here, all these things are masters. Now you read the transaction and tell me what are the other masters to be created.
Stock item.
Yeah, we have to create stock item, that is t-shirt, pant, jeans. So now I told you last class, if I go here, see here, create, if I come to stock item, I can create one at a time, one master at a time. But if you have more than one master to be created, you go to chart of account. If you go to chart of account, you can create multi-master in one shot. That's what. Come to chart of account. Enter. Now, which is the master you have to create? You place the cursor on that. Stock item is the master you have to create. Enter. Say multi-master. Alt H. Multi-master. You select. You say multi-create. Then say all item. This under group, no, that is stock group. See, I'll tell you. What is that under group? This stock group. Okay, for time being we are not touched upon that. Okay, gradually we learn what is a stock group, what is a stock category, all those things. So for time being, there is something called primary. That multi-master, all item, multi-create, all items. I'll create T-shirt. That is my first item. I'll do that. So there is something called primary, as I just mentioned. We have to create unit of measure. What is the unit of measure for T-shirt?
Numbers.
Numbers. That's all. If it is rice, sugar, you create kg. If it is petrol, diesel, kerosene, you create liter. Now you create numbers. Enter. That is the symbol. Formal name is the English name. You type full number. So number of decimal places you will not get. Okay, it's a whole number. A shirt or a pant cannot be 1 1/4 pant, 1 1/4 shirt, 1 1/2 a shirt. No. If it is rice sugar, it can be 1.2 kgs, 1.05 kg. At that time, you would have given decimal places 2. For number, it is a whole number. Don't do anything. Enter. That is the meaning of decimal places. Enter. Enter. Opening quantity, I told you, you should not give. We are purchasing afresh. I told you when to give opening quantity. Okay, if it is a new company, the closing balance of previous financial year will become opening balance for this year, for this company. It is not so. We just started the business. Enter. Don't do it. Just leave blank. Don't give anything. We don't have any opening quantity as such. Second item, pant. Primary. Always primary. I told you there is something called some base called primary in software parlance. Fine. Then you say genes. Primary numbers. So now we are done with stock item. Now the clue is some more masters have to be created. Go through the transaction.
Sir, are we supposed to prepare the go downs, like the respective go
Good,
downs?
good. You identified correctly. Yeah, we are supposed to create code on. It is given, right? It is given. What is that? Commercial Street, Brigade Road. So we have to create codons. Let us do that. Okay. So Godon, please note, write in a book, Godon is also called as location. In the earlier version of Tally, it was called Godon. In Tally Prime, it is called location. So, observe, create, location. See, please see the message. Main location exists by default. Do you want to alter or create a new? That's what the message it is popping up. See, when the codon feature comes up, location, there will be one default location, main location. Okay. Now, without further creating, if you receive the items, it will go and be there in the main location. That's what Tally is asking you. You want to create new or alter the existing. I can always click alter the existing and make main location brigade road. But only one I can make. Subsequently, I have to create new. So don't want that. Let main location be there. Okay, we'll create new things. What we want for our company. Let the main location be there. Okay, so now as you know, more than one master to be created. Come to chart of account. Enter the master is location. Select multi-master. Alt H. Multi-create. See here, before the only main location, it is listed. It is showing main location. It's already there. We'll let it be there. Multi-master, multi-create. So we'll see main location itself is a godown. Okay, you don't do anything, as I told you, let it be there. All items. We'll start creating godown as per our requirement. So I'll create Brigade Road godown. Brigade Road under primary and commercial street primary. Then MG Road. That's all. These are the three godons our company has. What are these godons? These are the godons of MCC Fashions, our company. Our company, MCC Fashions, has three godons. These are the godons. Now we have to record. See, I'll just rerun through the, what is that? I'll rerun the transaction. We have instructed brand factory. Please deliver t-shirts to our Brigade Road Godown, pants to our Commercial Street Godown, jeans to our MG Road Godown. As per that, brand factory is going to deliver. That's what we're going to do. Please write step number 3. Record the transaction in purchase invoice. So I'll come to the moment I say record, you know by this time we have to come to vouchers. Come to vouchers. See, purchase is here. You select that. F9 is purchase. See, this is called invoice. Okay. So you give this is your first purchase, give P1 or P01 or P001 as per your wish. But you have to maintain a sequence so that you'll come to know which was done first, which was done later. You have to maintain a sequence or just give P1. Doesn't matter. Okay. 1/4/23, there is a date. Partly account name, brand factory, you know that. Select brand factory. This is receipt note. Okay. So in reality, we have to furnish all these details. But this is a practice exercise. We don't have any detail. What is the receipt note number? All those things we don't have. I will just accept the screen by pressing Control A. Or you say enter 5 times, nothing will happen. Or just say Control A. Okay. You say enter, no problem. Brand factory, you say Control A or enter. Control A is to accept the screen, or you say enter. Now, purchase account. It is asking for purchase ledger. Purchase account is the ledger listed on the right hand side. Select that. Select purchase ledger. Now, space bar. In Tally, whenever you become blank, you press space bar. What is that? In Tally, whenever you become blank, okay, press space bar. You get some clue. Space bar, now it is going to list. Select t-shirt. See, item allocation for t-shirt. Space bar, which is the go down, which is the location, brigade road. What is the quantity? Tell me the quantity.
300.
300 numbers. What is the rate?
450.
450. Rupees 450 is the rate. Enter. Okay, one student what she did was even pant jeans she entered, she started continuing, she started entering here itself. Okay, even pant jeans she entered here. No item allocation for t-shirt. Only t-shirt detail has to be given here. So space bar, end of list. Come out of this. For pant, separate window will come. We'll give at that time. Pant. Enter. Space bar. To select the go down. Commercial street. Quantity how many?
200.
200.
200. Rate
700.
700 per number. Rupees 700 per pack. Enter. Space bar. Jeans. Third item jeans. M0 is a go down. If I remember, it is 100 numbers, 1000 rupee per number. Enter. Any more items?
No, sir.
Only 3 items. Say end of list. That's all. Enter. See new reference. All of you, dear students, please observe. I did not select new reference. Tally itself has taken new reference because it's a fresh transaction. Subsequently, it's going to create a due. Subsequently, this will going to become a pending bill after saving this. Fine. Just navigate. Enter. This is a bill number P1. Enter. Enter. See, it's many of you, if you recall last class that new reference tally allotted some two, number two, numeral two. Okay. See whether I do or not, the software will allot a number because as I told you, it has to remember subsequently when the payment is being made. Okay. But we we can always override the two and give our number. In this case, the supply invoice number is P1. That's why it took automatically P1. Enter, enter, enter. Being stock item purchased. Enter, enter, pager. You do pager, it will show you. Pager. That's all. All of you following? This is called simple invoicing. Okay. I told you last time. Yesterday, I told you yesterday there will be GST for this also. There is GST for textile, this ready-made garment 5%. At this juncture, I don't want to introduce GST to you. First, let us become familiar with basics of tally, basic things, how to how to invoice, what is a godown. Then after some two classes, after some four classes, I'll show you one nice GST presentation where I will be explaining you about GST. Then we'll incorporate GST into our invoice. Is that clear? So now we'll see the print. We'll see the printout. Print. Correct. Okay. Preview. See here. Zoom. This is the invoice. Okay. MCC. Fashion. We are selling to brand factory. Is a supplier. T-shirt. All the things. Okay. Understanding all of you. Simple. That's all the shopkeeper will give you this. And majority of them, they are maintaining their accounts in Tally. See, the small and medium enterprises, they will use Tally. Invariably, they'll use Tally. It's a very proven software. Okay, that's why I always tell you, as commerce student, you can't get away with Tally. You need to learn Tally. Is this clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, see, as per our requirement, brand factory has delivered T-shirt, pant, jeans to our respective godowns. What all we said, we deliver T-shirt there in brigade like the T has done. Now our shopkeeper, our godown manager is a very cunning person. Our godown manager is a strict guy. When this brand factory wala came with the goods, T-shirts, in small van, he said, "You please open, I'll check the quality and receive." Correct, no? If somebody came and gave you something, you will not just receive. You will check whether things are fine, whether there is any damage, defect. So, like this, the items went to Brigade Road. This store in charge, the storekeeper, he said, "You open and show." To his surprise, he's seeing that for some t-shirt, no button, for some jeans, there is no zipper. Okay, so what they said, take it back. The defect or damaged ones, you take it back. Got it, all of you, the scenario? So now we have to record that. Write down 1 4 23. Second transaction. Chapter number second transaction. In the meantime, any doubt, you please tell me. Second transaction, it can happen the same day or next day. Okay. Say second transaction 1 4 23. You saw and you asked him to take it away. You take it back. Say transaction number second 1 4 23. Company returned T-shirt 20
Can you
numbers.
repeat the question?
Yeah. Transaction number second date 1 4 23. Company returned. See, always I told you company means what? We. Our company, MCC fashion. Company returned T-shirt 20 numbers, comma, pant 15 numbers, 1 5, jeans 10 numbers, as they were defective. That is a transaction. You can say to brand factory. A company return the following items to brand factory. He is the person who supplied. We are returning back to the supplier. Let us start. Tell me. Step number one.
Write the journal entry.
Yes. Yes, Miss Sandhya. Write the journal entry. Tell me the journal entry.
Sir, is it bank account data debit to purchase returns account?
No, miss. Okay. No problem. See, bank account debit. If you say, please listen once for all.
Excuse me, sir.
If you say bank account debit, money has come to business. Bank is a personal account. Debit the receiver. First of all, we are not paid any money. Okay. We purchased on credit. No question of giving money to any person. Correct? No, it doesn't arise at all. He will not. What is that? He will not give us money. Why should he give us money? We should give him money to him. You calmly, you understand calmly. Okay, Aram say you understand. Okay, he is not giving. He is not going to give us money because we are purchased after the credit period. So 30 days, 45 days, we have to pay him.
Sir, is it brand factory account debit to purchase returns account?
That's all. Yes, Miss Sandhya, you are right. Good. See, what is purchase return? It is reverse of purchase. Okay, correct. Brand factory debit to purchase return. We'll do that. Now brand factory is very much there. Even purchase return we can create. We'll do that, no problem. See, now the question is, which is the voucher you're going to use to record purchase return? I told you, please try to recall. In Tally, we have as many as 24 voucher type. We have 24 voucher type in Tally. So you should be aware of this thing. Okay. So now, where will you record purchase return? Which is the voucher you are going to use to record purchase return? Think.
Sir, material out.
Material in.
Okay.
Rejected out.
Yes, yes, dear students. I expected something like this.
Is it
Fine.
debit note?
Who said debit note?
The Chinmay.
Sandhya?
Chinmay, sir.
Chima, sorry. Let us see. Okay, let us see. First thing is, when I was sure, when I showed you this verse, you will come up with this material in, material out, rejection in, rejection out. Let us, I'll just tell you beforehand, these things, rejection in, rejection out, they're all not accounting vouchers. They are inventory vouchers. Just know that they are inventory voucher at this juncture. Fine. But the answer is you have to record in accounting voucher. So I'll make the job simple. What I mean by I'll make the job simple, I'll go to vouchers. Other vouchers, we don't have debit or credit note here. See, as per your friend, she said debit note. We'll ask her why she said. Okay. But the clue is it is either debit note or credit note. Okay. So, but you see, only basic vouchers are listed here. There is no debit note, there is no credit note, and other things. Only basic voucher are listed here. For other voucher, we'll select F10. It will list some more vouchers. I'll do that. F10. Other vouchers. It will also come up with some more vouchers. Now there is very much credit note, debit note. Chinmay said debit note. Others, do you agree with your friend, or what is your answer?
Yes, sir.
All of you agree? Is our Chinmay class topper? That's why all of you are saying yes. Okay, it so happens, yeah, Chinmaya said debit note must be debit note. Let us also say debit note. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll analyze. Okay, I did not say she's right or wrong. We'll analyze. Okay, we'll do that. Small exercise. We'll do small exercise. Fine. So it will recap you your accounting concepts also. Okay. So what is a small exercise? First of all, Why do you maintain accounts? All of you, please listen. Please take part. Something I made something short story like. Companies maintain accounts. Why do companies maintain accounts?
To record transactions.
To know
Good.
the profit and losses.
Correct.
To know the
Com-
financial position.
Good. Definitely best answer. Third one. To buy a financial thing. See, we maintain accounts. Okay. For all the three answers, what all your friends said, but ultimately we maintain accounts to know what is our cash balance, what is our bank balance, how much we have to pay to suppliers, how much we have to receive from customers, like that. That is the one of the main idea of maintaining accounts. Okay, as you said, to know the expenses to arrive at net profit, fine, all said and done. Other thing is to know how much you have to pay, how much you have to receive, all those things. So for that, we'll draw balance sheet. Okay, we'll draw balance sheet. Balance sheet of what? Of balance sheet of we'll draw balance sheet of MCC fashions. All of you please take interest, observe how things are discussed. Okay. It is not just you go on recording entries. Okay. In the process, you should also just what is that? Recap some concepts from things. Right. So there is the balance sheet of MCC fashions. So liability, asset. Now, trading account, left side debit, yield expense, yield debit, right side credit, profit and loss account, left side debit, right side credit, balance sheet, left side is liability show debit balance or credit balance. I told you, trading account, left side debit, right side credit, P&L left side debit, right side credit, balance sheet. What is left side?
Liability show credit balance.
Good. That is how you should answer. She, your friend, did not blindly say credit. She said liability show credit balance. That's how you should answer. Excellent. Good. That's all. Asset show debit balance. Excellent. Now, in this, there is sundry creditors. Sundry creditors. Under that, you have brand factory. Brand factory showing, let us say, 100 rupees. So, what is this? Credit balance. Because we have to pay liability. What you owe is liability, what you own is asset. Brand factory is showing 100 credit. Now, return is return is 10 rupees. So what is the new balance? New balance is 90 CR. So we have to pay 90. We purchase goods worth 100, 10 worth sent back. New balance is we have to give brand factory 90 rupees. So 100 CR you have to make 90 CR. What will you do? You will pass debit note or credit note.
Debit note, sir.
Okay. Elaborate. If you pass credit note, what will happen?
The balance will increase.
Good. If you pass the credit note, crediting a creditor will add up. So we have to pass debit note. All of you got this? Excellent. Okay. You're really with me. Okay. See, if you're with me, that means what all I'm telling you you're following, definitely you'll come up with answer. Okay. So you have to pass debit note. So 100 CR plus 10 DR will result in 90 CR. That is a new balance. So please make a note. Purchase return has to be recorded in debit. Let us come back to our thing. So function key is what? Alt F5. See, ultimately, I told you in your exam, okay, not only this MCQ about the function key, shortcut key, there will be some theory also, theory concepts also. But shortcut key, function key, they do ask. Okay. For that, you should know debit note is Alt plus F5. So let us do that. So we'll go to other voucher, select debit note, enter. Party name, same brand factory, control A, control A. See, you can always, being inside an invoice, you can always create a master. That is create. Here also, you can create here also. Create. I create purchase return. Space bar, now t-shirt. Where is the t-shirt? You don't have to see the book. Okay, don't see the book. If you say if you list it, it will show. T-shirt is in Brigade Road 300 numbers. So you don't see the book. It's here only. Enter. Quantity, I remember 20. So at what rate did you purchase? At same rate you'll be returning it back. Enter. Similarly, pant. Where is it? It is showing the stock is in commercial street, so it will go from there only. So it is 15. Rate it will come. Next one is jeans. Enter space bar. So no more items. End of list. See, against reference, I did not select. It Tally itself selected. I told you. Okay. It will select by itself against reference. So this is a pending bill. See, the pending bill. P1. Enter. So 29,500 got deducted from 3 lakh 60. 3 lakh 75. Yeah. 3 lakh 75. If you see in the background, it is showing 3 lakh 75 credit balance. We are supposed to pay brand factory 3 lakh 75 before this. Now it will further reduce. It will reduce now. Still it is showing 3 lakh 75. After I save this voucher and say page up, you'll see the balance, difference amount. Being stock items return. Being defective items return, you say enter, page up. It is a new balance. 375, 345 is the balance. Purchase return amount is this much. Got it, all of you? You can also
Yes,
give
sir.
the yeah. You can also give the printout. Okay. Preview. Since you are not connected to the printer, I'll just have a look. Same thing will come if you are connected to the printer. The soft copy will, the hard copy will come. So that's all. So we made the purchase, the defective word sent back. Now we have to make a payment to brand factory. Please write 1523. Transaction number 3. Company paid the full amount due to brand factory by check. As usual, write the journal entry. Let us say bank is SBI. We'll create a bank. See, all of you, one concept. Listen carefully. I can give from 40 lakhs opening balance. It's just a book entry, nothing is going to happen. I can give 40 lakh opening balance. I can always, nothing is going to happen. It's a book transaction, it's a book entry. See, then it is showing, the moment I gave that, it's showing total opening balance 40 lakh debit, 40 lakh DR. Okay, hold on, I'll tell you. And now it will be always showing 40 lakh debit. The meaning of this is there is no corresponding credit. If you remember first class, what was the first transaction? Started business with rupees 60 lakh in cash as capital. So 60 lakh came into business. Out of that 60, next day we went to a bank, we opened an account, we deposited 40 lakh. So there was 40 lakh in the bank. In the balance sheet would have shown you cash in 20 lakh, bank 40 lakh. We created Axis Bank, I remember. So it would have shown like that. But for this, we did not introduce capital. We just started the company randomly, NCC fashions. How if you got this? That's why it will keep showing 40 lakh debit. There is no corresponding credit. That's the concept. Just know that. You should know. In future, when you take up the job of the accountant, something like this will happen. Will pop up like this. At that point in time, you should be in a position to interpret. Oh, aisa ho gaya. Oh, it happened like this. That's why it is showing like this. You have to interpret. Your manager will not come and tell you. Okay, accountant, you got to interpret. You said you are learn tally, correct? Now, if you got as account manager, you said you know accountant, what accounts you are, what tally you have learned, you asked. That's why you should know something like this happens. What interpretation I just told you, fine. Now you tell me the. I will come to Chinmay last. If everybody hesitating, I'll ask Chinmay. Otherwise, you have to others should tell. What is a journal entry?
Brand factory account debited to SBI account.
Yes, Sajida, Miss Sajida, you are right. Simple, straightforward, good. And factory debit to SBI. We'll do it. I will ask Miss Sajida one more question. What is the amount you have to pay? How will I check? What is the path? How to check a ledger balance?
So we click on go to, and then we can check the bills payable report.
Correct. Good. That's what I wanted. Good. Bills payable. It will show there. So pending amount 3,45,500. Let us make the payment. Voucher payment date is 1/5 and factory. It does show the balance. You punch in the same thing against reference. As I told you, the tally itself will take you to the show. Okay, it will navigate itself. You just got to say enter. As I told you last class, if there are more pending bills, you can always adjust. So if you have purchased on 3 occasions, you can make part payment to each bill. There is only one pending bill. Let us clear that. So to SBI. The- As I told you, if it is check, You write down the check number. If it is net banking, if it is fund transfer, you collect the details of the bank details of brand factory and make a bank payment, net banking. B, full amount settled. Enter pager, the balance would have become zero. That's all. No more liability. No more nothing to be given to brand factory. What was it due? We are paid in full. So how to check that? You cross verify, not cross verify. To become more familiar with the software, let us explore. Display more report, come to account book, see ledger, which is a ledger of interest, brand factory. See, now you say all diff. It is showing only first May entry. It is show now. I say period. You don't give any. If you don't give any date, blank. If you give blank, the instruction to tally is show all the entries. That's all, irrespective of the date. See, first you made purchase like that. Now 375, 375. Debit is equal to credit. So balance. So what is that? Brand factory balance is nil. So moving on next. Let us see sale. Okay, we have purchased. I told you our business is trading. Why did we purchase? To sell, to earn profit. Let us do that. Please write 21523. Transaction number 4. Company sold T-shirt, 60 numbers, 60, at rupees 600 per number. Next line. Pant, 40 numbers at 1000 per number. Jeans, 25 numbers at rupees 1500 per number. 2. AZ Fashions. That is a transaction. I'll give you 2 minutes. Write the journal entry.
Can you repeat?
Yeah, I'll repeat. So date is 1/5/23. Company sold T-shirts, 60 numbers at rupees 650 per number. Next line, second one. Pant, 40 numbers at rupees 1000 per number. And last month jeans. 25 numbers at rupees 1500 per number to AZ Fashions. Try. Write the journal entry. You ponder about the transaction. You just analyze the transaction. I'll give you 2 minutes.
Is it fashions account debited to sales account?
Yes. What is the how to go about now?
Is it fashions account debited to sales account?
Yes, yes, Miss Sajida, you are right. But you have to be more. What is that? You have to more. Your answer, little bit seems to be doubt. No, you should be certain. Sir, it is JJ Fashions. What is that? It is AZ Fashion debit to sale account. That's all you should. Okay. Yes. Good. Correct. So let us do that. We'll try and we'll record this. See, being inside a voucher also, you can create the master. I'll show you. We'll do that this time. I'll go to voucher. I'll pull out sale. Party account name I'll create here only, from here only. Instead being inside the voucher, I can create. Create. AZ Fashions. Which group is this?
Sundry debtors.
Yeah, it is sundry debtors. Customer. If you have made a sale, you have to receive money. Sundry debtor current asset. Okay. All the things I told you, right, sometime back, not sometime back, I told you recently, by doing tally, you would have what is that? You would have recapped your account, you have brushed up your accountancy. Okay. By doing tally, you would have brushed up your accounting concepts. So that will help you. So please do take interest, lot more interest, and learn. Okay. So AZ factions. Sale also will create from here. Create sell account. Under sale account group. That's all. Now we'll take one by one. T-shirt. Where is it? I told you you don't have to see the book. If you list it, it will be there. Yeah, it is stationed in Brigade Road. So I remember we sold 60 T-shirts at 650. 650 is correct.
600, sir.
600. Okay, so and we have pan. It is it is received in commercial, so it has to sell from there only. So we sold 40 numbers, 1,000 rupees, and we also sold jeans. It is received in MG Road, so it has to be sold from there. We sold 25,500. Enter, enter. Enter no more items, say end of list, come out of the thing, and say automatically it will give new reference. You just accept. See here it did not give the number. You can always overwrite. Okay, so software gave assign number one. You say yes one or yes 01. You can always this is your first sale, say yes one, S01. See, at this juncture, I would like you to introduce some more things. So there is something called F12. Please make a small note in your book. F12 is configure. F12 is configuration. Anything related to this particular screen, the particular invoice. Now you are seeing sale invoice. Anything pertaining to this, you can get some more details from here. F12 configure. Let us see what all is present in configure. What are the various options you have. You also say show more configuration. You say yes. Let us see what is there in scene. Correct. No, you are trying to explore the software. See, this many things would come. Okay. Show all configuration, you say yes, what is that? See, you are learning a software. Ultimately, you have to explore. One day you require something. At that point in time, you need not search here and there. Now only let us become familiar with the software. Let us get familiar with the software. So all those things, see, provide order details, export details, provide additional description for ledger, provide additional description for stock item. See, for example, in this case, stock item jeans you have. You want to give some particular jeans, Lee Wrangler. Okay, at that time you would have given additional description. Okay, so all those things, when you're free, please practice, please try out. Okay, in class I can just show you, not all those nitty-gritties, but when you're at free, when you're really free, okay, do all those things and learn. We provide reference number. Let us say yes. We'll give reference number. Yes. If it was no, we made it yes. Show turnover from selected party, we'll make it yes. You can see the differences. Show balance on as on virtual date. Say yes. Okay. All these things you have to explore. I told you the more time you spend in front of the software, you're going to learn more. Okay. All said and done. See now reference number, it is asking for the reference number. I'll give S01. S0. I just accept the screen, enter. I'll come to this point. See S01 came here. Fine. That's all. That's what I want to show. Like this. So I'll tell you. F12 is configuration. Okay. So when you're practicing, you press F12 and see what are the features available there. Okay. So now you see, you give the narration, viewing stock item sold. Enter page up. Do the printout. You can have a look. Current preview. Zoom. See all the things. Our company is MCC Fashion. We have sold it to AZ Fashions. This is the details of the invoice. Okay, you take the printout, maybe you sign here somewhere, author a signatory, the cashier will sign here and give it to the customer. So let us make a note of the last transaction. We'll record it tomorrow. Okay, please write 1523. So transaction number 5. First was purchase, second was debit note, third was payment. One set over. Now say next will be sale return. We'll see what is the third one tomorrow. I'll ask you. Fine. Write down 1523. AZ Fashion return jeans 5 numbers because of damage. That's all. Okay. So we stop at this stage. All of you, please go through any doubt. You note down in a book. You ask me. Next class, we'll be meeting tomorrow. See all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.